I honestly believe that peak thrifting in the entirety of the world is Savers Half Off Monday in Phoenix, Arizona, which just happens to be where we live. So that's definitely what we're getting in today, and I'm very excited about it. But I'm sitting here looking at my collection before we get started today and just thinking about how much I just want to add something to the Power Rangers shelf or a Beyblade or something. So I'm thinking my goal while we do Half Off Monday today is going to be to really check those bag toys as hard as I can and try to find something to add on to this collection because I'm just on such a toy kick right now. So that'd be nice. So I guess shout at the screen very loudly if you see anything that I miss. But for now, let's get to the thrift store. Before we get started today, I'm going to stop by the post office here. I've got a bag full of packages, Tindo's trash orders coming you guys' way if you've ordered some merch. It's on the way. And then we're also going to check the P.O. box.
All right, at the P.O. box, hoping there's a key. There's a key. 247. Let's go check what's in there. I am expecting something, so I'm hoping that that's in there, but you know, other things would be good too. 247. Corey A. Jones in North Carolina. That's awesome. Addressed to Tindo. And then one is addressed to me from my mom. Yes, I'm so excited. Because I know what this is, and I am very, oh my God, it's heavy. Okay. Very happy to have it. Yay!
What you got?
I got a present for me and a present for you.
A present for both of us. Okay, something from your mom.
This one's for you.
Okay.
Yay!
It's just addressed to me, okay.
And this one's for me!
You know what that is, don't you?
I'm so excited!
Well, I think we'll open one of these today, but we'll talk about the one that's for you.
Okay.
The one that Hannah got's extra special, but it's not for this channel per se.
No.
We jetted across town and we thought we were arriving at Savers about 10 minutes early to wait in line and get in the front door. But something's happened that we've kind of been suspecting was gonna happen. Looks like some of these stores are going back to their normal pre-corona hours because they used to open up at like 8 or 9, but then they had been opening up at 10 last time we were here on Half Off Monday. It was 10 o'clock, and but it's earlier and they're open, so I think we're back to normal hours, which is kind of cool. Good to know.
I'm excited to be back at the Savers. They usually have pretty good glass bakeware. They don't always have something Pyrex, but they usually have something interesting to look at. Some Corningware stuff, you know. $4 too much even at half off. Let's see. This is a Pyrex, it's just not colored. Some amber glass, maybe. I like these little saucepans, they're kind of cute. Especially when they have their lids. It's kind of nice. I don't sell a ton of them in my booth though, which is just a shame. For some reason they just don't move quite as quickly. They are really nice baking or cooking pans. Not bad prices on them. We might double back, we'll see.
Well, that's a wild looking violin. Trumpet. There, I'll take that.
Some cute salt and pepper shakers. Those are beautiful. A little sheep. Oh, that must be a Corel creamer. Looks just like the mugs. It's just got the little pour spout. Aww. Little kitty teapot. Very cute. Except, oh, okay. I guess it's more like a water pitcher.
Okay, bag toy time. And honestly, this is kind of difficult because it can get pretty easy to start spending tons of money on these bags because you think, oh, they're half off, it'll just be $2 and I can get this Mario or I can get this Skylander. Ended up buying a ton and kind of just being too much. So I'm definitely looking for something that I gotta have. Some Beyblade or some, I don't know, maybe some vintage X-Men. Pretty cool vision. It's definitely a lot of new stuff from the last time I was here anyway, so we've got a lot to look at. I did buy a trumpet just now though, so I've already spent a good amount of money. $35 for the trumpet, but I've got a really cool reason for buying it. You'll see a few episodes from now. Ooh, that's awesome.
The mug section is looking kind of cute today. Look at this. I don't know, these are Harbor East. They're really pretty. I like those. The little cappuccino mugs back here was really nice too. Made in China, so probably newer. They feel old though, they're nice and thick. Aw, little bird teacups are cute. We might be walking away from here with nothing, but we still got a few sections to check.
Nothing.
Oh, there's a really cool beer mug here with Mickey Mouse on it, but I think it's plastic. Yeah, that's totally plastic. It's really cool though. There's so much to do here, for sure.
First bag find of the day. There's a lot of interesting stuff in there. There's a lot of trash, don't get me wrong, but I'm excited about the yo-yo. And this sword is kind of cool though. I don't know exactly what it's to, but then there's one of these McDonald's Beyblades, and there's only 5 or 6 of them total. And I've got 2 currently, so that'll be my 3rd one. I'm very excited to have those. And then there's a Minecraft TNT block. If you want a good time playing a video game, get into creative mode on Minecraft and put TNT blocks everywhere and set them off. It's a lot of fun. There's a hay bale and another block for Minecraft. Not gonna buy that just for those though. Very excited to find that Beyblade though.
They have some Versace jeans here. Sorry, Versace.
No.
They're really cool. I love the moss green color. The problem is that authenticating these are incredibly difficult. It doesn't have the item number tag in it, so it's probably not legit. It's those that I'm like, I'll just get them for myself. But they are too small for me, unfortunately. I really like them.
Here's what I mean by spending too much on these bags. Like, I really want this. I want to put this on my Rubik's shelf. None of it's even Rubik's brand, but my puzzle shelf. I've got a puzzle shelf. I want to put that stuff on there, but $2.50, and I usually only pay, I don't know, I pay $1 for these anyway, so it's worth it. I'm gonna buy 10 bags if I let myself. I'll think about that one.
The bag toys are kind of calling to me as well, because there's a bunch of loose dolls here. I'm still just on the hunt for more Bratz dolls. Oh, that's a Queen Amidala, that's pretty cool. She's like in her clothes and everything. Giant lightsaber. That's kind of awesome. I'm not seeing any of them. Oh, that's funny. That's to a doll I had when I was a kid. She had like a belt with lights that would spin around and light up. It was pretty cool. I liked it a lot. I used it as a flashlight whenever I needed to go to the bathroom at midnight or get a drink of water. Just hold my Barbie and go find some water.
Check this out. This was unexpected. I took my second pass through the electronics row, and there's a DS bag. It's missing a strap, but that's okay. The thing about these bag toys that gets me is I can look through all of them. Well, relatively. Like I can pass through all of them. I can be like, okay, I feel like I saw everything. But no matter what, I'll do another pass and look. The yokai watch is cool, but there's another one of those Beyblades I don't have. And I'm sitting here looking at that, and there's a second one of the same one. And there's a yokai watch set of glasses in there, and a Pokeball and a jump rope and a slap bracelet. And so now I gotta stand here and go, well, would I rather have the slap bracelet or would I rather have the yokai watch? I think I'm gonna do the safe thing and go with the yokai watch because there's so many discs. I know somebody that might want those. But we're leaving with 2 more of those Beyblades, which means I've got 4 of those. There might only be 5, but I think there's 6. So we might be past halfway on those McDonald's Beyblades. Also, here's one of those rubber band twist ball puzzles. Those are fun. I'm making noise somewhere. What is that? I'm being called.
In your hand?
No, it's down there. It keeps getting further away. Uh-oh. Here's a McDonald's Tamagotchi.
Why can't it be a real one?
I know, right?
I want it.
I want the McDonald's one, but this is what I'm talking about with these bag toys. I'm not gonna pay $2 just to get that. This is worth it because I'm trying so hardcore to collect those. I'm gonna be mad at myself for not getting that, but we got a trumpet to buy, so we gotta go easy. So I found a couple pops too, and Hannah's looking them up. This Deathstroke one that we just found, and he's not really worth the time. And then, as you said, it's King Kong
Yeah.
with the helicopter in his hand.
Yeah.
I don't know. That one's worth loose, probably close to 15 bucks. So we could sell that in our toy booth, but again, do you wanna do it or no? Because I'm already at $7.50 for bag toys right now. That would put us at 10.
I guess it's not super worth it.
Yeah, I'm not itching to jump at it. We're just gonna load up on bag toys. Some Space Jam rollers from McDonald's. I've got a few of them, so we'll probably double our set now. I'm very excited about this next Savers because this is usually where I leave with a huge stack of video games. Not always, but it has been a couple weeks since we've been here on Half Off Monday, so fingers crossed they've restocked on those.
All right, headed over to the jeans section. I see something I like. Hello. That's a nice vintage tag. $6. I think that'd be okay, especially for something so vintage. Regulars do pretty well, so we'll go ahead and grab those.
Nice to meet you. What was your name again?
Carson.
Carson. Try to remember that. That kind of looks worth it. I mean, yeah, let's buy the bag of Legos. It's got some Minecraft minifigs in there. Well, and it's also spilling out.
Mid-century muffin. Holy, okay. Definitely getting that for $4. Oh my god. Yes, thank you. These are beautiful. I forgot the name of the actual brand of it, but these are pretty iconic. I have one, or like, I think it's like 2, maybe 3, max 4 of the little popcorn bowls here in the red color. And I don't have the big bowl. Finding the actual sets and 2 of them for so cheap, I am over the moon. This is find of the day. I'm so excited.
Here is an interesting little bag. There's a Bakugan and several of those Beyblade. But now I'm getting confused because look, I don't know if I have the blue one. Maybe that's one of the last ones I don't have. But I'm pretty sure the Beyblade in it is not supposed to be red. And so they're kind of mixed up. I might be wrong about that. It might be blue and the Beyblade's got some blue on it. There's also a Bakugan in there and a mushroom. So like that's enough cool stuff. I'm gonna get it. But I'm already a little worried that Beyblade that I bought at the last stop might actually, one of them might have the wrong one in it. I don't know what color they're supposed to be. So we might get home and look them up and find out that we're mixed up a little bit. But I'm gonna buy that nonetheless. We might just finish that collection today. There's an Ash.
Oh my goodness. Hello, Pyrex. This is not in great shape at all. But it is a Cinderella bowl, and it's like the blank one. But it'd be $2.50. Do I get it? I guess I get it. How could I leave a $2 Pyrex bowl behind? Who am I? I shouldn't even consider that. Still some more vintage stuff here. I'm just too excited about those bowls. Ugh. I need to calm down a little bit. I'm like breathing heavy and everything. I like sprinted over to get a cart so I didn't drop them and break the little bowls on the inside, which would have been terrible.
I just keep finding more and more of them. I thought that was a Beyblade, but that is a Spinny Top Spider-Man. And then This green one with the black one in it is the one we just bought at the last stop, and I'm happy to see that. That means that's not the wrong color, which I kind of thought maybe it was. And then a red and yellow launcher. Red Beyblade, no yellow Beyblade. But the red and yellow ones are the ones I have at home for sure. Did you find a pop?
I did.
What is it?
I don't know.
He's kind of chubby.
Is it maybe that Boss Baby movie?
That's what it looks like.
I'll look it up and see.
The Lego table in my toy booth at our antique mall has really kind of been taken off and selling a bunch. And I've been needing to get a few more like neat things for it. And I think these Lego ropes, which have been selling really well for me in box, I find them in box, so I leave them that way and sell them for a good little bit. But since these are just kind of open, they're $5 a piece, I kind of think just throwing those in my Lego table and letting people put them in their fill your own cups that we have going on there might actually be a cool idea. So $2.50, I'll get those.
Check out these adorable little pots. I don't know, they look like they should be in a very fancy tea set. They're so pretty. They're also very expensive, so we're gonna let them sit right there.
It's kind of weird how I started this video before we left the house saying to the universe I'd like to find something for the shelf, and I secretly, because I bought some Beyblade stuff already this week on an episode, it's kind of what's on my mind. I'd like to find some Beyblade stuff, and I just found one of those really fancy Beyblade launchers. It's really cool, and there's a yokai watch in there too, so like I can put that in my toy booth and I can keep that. So dope. What is it? What'd you find?
Some vintage McFarlane's. My brother used to have those.
Oh yeah. That's probably a rabbit hole we shouldn't mess with.
Yeah, no.
I like that little stress ball flash though.
Okay. It's been so funny looking through all these like naked Barbie dolls because there's a ton of them in here that I actually recognized from when I was a kid. I had a ton of Barbies growing up because I am the youngest of 3 sisters. So I got all the Barbies at the end and it was great. But there's a couple of them in here that I totally recognize, like this girl here. Actually, my friend had this one because it was like that special seasonal Barbie that, you know, if you keep it in box, it would be valuable whenever you're older. It's not valuable now, but that one is really cool to see actually being played with. This one too is one that I had, and I apologize, she is maimed, but I recognize that necklace and then those earrings. She, I think she was like supposed to be a beach or a mermaid type themed Barbie. It was a really cool set. Me and my sister both got one from each, like one from that set.
Now that's what that's what I call a haul right there. Look at all this. We got a bunch of stuff for our antique malls. Got a few things for the collection. It's exactly what I wanted today. We have so much stuff at home for our antique malls that like I'm not feeling the pressure to find all the great Nerf guns and stuff, because I could spend all this week just pricing stuff and trying to get it to my toy booth and I wouldn't get half of it done. So I feel good. I feel good about this. And you found some jeans, didn't you?
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap this video up here in just a minute. But before we did, I want to show you this trumpet that I bought at that first Savers, because it's not even gonna make it to our wrap up. We're gonna get rid of it before we even get there. It was 35 bucks and I was happy to pay that because we're actually gonna trade this for video games. At least that's the plan. We've got a video we've already been working on outside of these normal videos to go trade some musical instruments for video games. So if you like the sound of that, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you come back in a couple days and check out exactly how and when and where we do that. I'm very excited about it, but just don't be confused when this trumpet doesn't show up in our normal wrap-up segment, because we're getting rid of this thing now. Okay, we're not quite ready to wrap this video up yet, but we're dying to know what's in these packages, so let's do that now. We actually know what's in here because look, it's from Mom to Wildy. It's from Hannah's mom.
I know that lady.
And we don't know Corey. Hoping to get to know him through whatever's in here, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea what's in here. But this was sent to our P.O. box. So let's talk about what's in here first. And then actually open it, and then we'll talk about why we have it. And then we'll open this one.
This is a very, very special package. My mom messaged me. Struggling. Okay.
There you go.
After seeing...
Oh, wait. There's something else in there.
After seeing one of our other videos, she's like, do you want this? And I was like,
no way.
Oh my gosh!
No, that's what I saw. I was like, okay, so let's just take all this out real quick. We knew these dolls were in here. That's crazy.
Gosh!
We've been buying some Bratz dolls on episodes because Hannah wants to do some content with the dolls on our other channel. So we knew these were in here, but she's thrown in extra goodies. All right, talk about the dolls and why she sent them.
Okay, so I've been collecting Bratz dolls because I don't know, I really liked them whenever I was younger, and I mean, this was my box of Bratz dolls.
That's them. Take them out real quick. We're not going to go over them too much because we are making a whole Bratz video on our other channel. You should go subscribe to that because it's coming up soon. We do 2 videos a week over on that channel now. Pokemon video and an other video. And the other is always going to be something wild and random like these Bratz dolls. So that's what they're for. So we don't want to go over them too much, but real quick, grab one of us and tell us a memory about it or something. Give us a little something.
This was my very first Bratz doll. This is Yasmin. She is second run of them. I don't remember which collection it was from, but
is Yasmin her official name or what's your name?
Yeah, Yasmin's her official name. It's just this is my absolute favorite doll growing up. And then like this is probably my second favorite one. This one is Farah, somewhere in there. I have to remember. But she was like a 70s doll, and it was super cool because it came with a CD, and I loved the CD.
All right, you don't have to tell us about all of them. We want to save some for the episode for the other channel. But is this a bag full of clothes?
It is. This is like a ton of clothes. This is actually a Barbie dress. This is one of my favorite Barbie dresses.
But you can kind of get the Barbie clothes on those,
you can
right?
They kind of fit. They're a little too long for the Bratz dolls. These.
She went. Mom, comment below or text us or something and let us know. Did you go digging through the house for all this stuff? Those are old ponies.
These were my McDonald's toy ponies. Like
are those all McDonald's
hair.
ones? Well, that's good because these are McDonald's 101 Dalmatians. And as you saw from a lot of that stuff we bought at the thrift today, which we'll talk about in a minute, we've been doing some McDonald's toy type stuff. You know, there's the Beyblades. So those are definitely going to go on a shelf, right?
Yes, I can't believe that.
I can't believe she went and found them because I feel like you probably had those stored pretty deep, didn't you?
Maybe. She might have dug them all out because she's been pulling out toddler safe toys for my nephew.
That's probably it.
So she might have had them in a place she knew.
All right. Well, that was really cool to see. We'll go ahead and put this on the McDonald's shelf for further sorting. But you want to say anything else before we move on to whatever this might be?
The tiny ones are in here too.
Are those McDonald's or are those just sold? That's another line.
It's another line, I think.
Okay.
The McDonald's one. This is a McDonald's one.
Well, that's there's a lot to know about Bratz dolls apparently. We'll be figuring that out on the other channel, but that's cool. What was this? Shoes?
Bag of shoes.
Well, it's so weird with Bratz dolls. It's actually their feet.
Yeah.
It's so weird. We'll have to call your mom and talk to her about where she found them. All right, so this package is from Corey in, did you see where? North Carolina? I have no idea what's in it. Here we go.
Probably not Bratz dolls, but that's okay.
I mean, you never know. Now, I have a suspicion of what it might be. I'm probably going to be completely wrong, but it could be something that might be meant for the other channel as well. If that's the case, we'll take a quick peek at them. But, oh my goodness. All right, there's a note. Do we read it first or second? You can read on camera, contains spoilers.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the note, because I'll screw it up if you don't. It's got a nice weight. You want to give that a shake? You know what that sounds like, right? All right, well, you know what? That's for you. This is for me. Let's do yours first.
Oh,
actually, let's do yours second, because I think this is going to be for the other channel. Oh, definitely. Oh. No way. Come here. This is better than I thought it was. I honestly thought Pokemon cards, because on our other channel, we're doing a lot of Pokemon content. But honestly, this is even better. Dragon Ball Z cards.
So cool.
So, we're definitely going to do some content with this game on the other channel. Look, I just love the artwork on these. I've never understood the mechanics of the game because I've never tried to play. But I think if I understand it correctly, I think the card game as it exists now is not compatible with the old cards. And these could be either new or old. I don't know. There's a lot I don't know about this card game. But I probably have a stack about this big of them. And it's not really enough to learn from. So that's awesome. I'll tell you what I've got that's perfect for this. Just get out of here.
It's a single trainer in that.
Perfect. That's
Beautiful.
perfect. Well, thank you for that. We will eventually make some more content on our other channel about that as well. This channel's for the thrifting and the collecting, and that one's for the exploring of the items. Man, thank you so much. I can read the note now.
Well, I haven't.
No, read yours first. Sorry, I forgot you got something cool. First of all, that bag is perf.
Love it. It's so pretty.
And it says Hannah Warrior Princess.
That me. Okay, what's in here? What's in here? What's in here?
Are you serious?
You're kidding me. I've been looking all day for one of these.
She's not kidding. We searched every electronic aisle and every Savers we went. And mind you, we shot 2 Savers episodes today, so come back tomorrow. So there was more shopping than you saw, and we looked so hard for one of these baby straighteners. You mentioned in an episode that you needed one of these, but like it was so like
so brief.
It was so like super random and brief.
Like 2 days ago.
Yeah, like a week ago.
Oh my god, thank you.
You mailed this out quick.
This will work very well.
Talk about a heck of a coincidence. Mom and this guy's conspiring. Or girl, what's the name again?
Corey.
Could be either way. We might find out from the note. I don't know. Here, well, that's awesome. So this is it's a hair straightener.
This is the case it usually comes in.
Is that the actual case for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the brand. Wow.
Oh, I'm so mind blown right now.
It's so perfect because part of what Hannah wants to do for our other channel's video is do their hair and stuff. So it sounds like Corey's excited for that. You've got to be kidding me. Here, let me read the note. I'm very excited to read this now. Oh, Tindo and Hannah, hope this package finds you well. Well, it really has. I know you're into Pokemon, but I thought you'd enjoy these. I really do. I thought you'd enjoy these Dragon Ball Z trading cards for my personal collection. I've also enclosed something Hannah mentioned she needed for her little pony project. My wife, son, and I love your videos. Keep up the excellent content, Corey. Corey, this makes our day in more ways than one. I hope maybe you're a member of our Discord, and it's either come over there and message me or come over to Instagram or something and send me a message. And let's talk. If this is from your personal collection, I'm assuming you probably know a lot more than I do about that card game and stuff. I'd love to chat with you about it. That's wild. Thank you so much. Well, we've still got a little work to do today, and then we'll wrap up this video after that. Hannah's got to do something with all these dolls. Do you want to go ahead and put them on display, or do you want to put them in a box and get them ready for the project?
I mean, we'll put them on display for now, but they definitely need to undergo the project.
I'm so excited. This is awesome. All right, you guys stick around. We'll get this video wrapped up here in a minute. So in college, we had suite mates, okay? And that, if you don't know, that means that we had a dorm room, and then the dorm room next to us, we shared a bathroom. It was an older dorm, and honestly, kind of a strange story, but we only had it that way because our dorm was under renovations the second year of college that we were there, so we had to live in an older dorm that was across the way that was going to get torn down really soon. So we're talking super old dorms. The new dorms didn't have this setup, but the old ones did. And while we were there, we really lucked out because our suite mates were these really cool guys that were super into card games like I was. But we even more so. One of them was just like the coolest Magic the Gathering player ever. I would actually drive him to the competitions myself because he was just such a cool dude, and he was a little bit younger, didn't have a car, and he just whooped everybody. I even remember walking into a game store to buy some Pokemon cards back then because we were more into Pokemon, Hannah and I. And I remember through some weird conversation hearing this guy, this store owner in our college town, talk crap about this kid. And he was really a kid. He was 18 at the time or so. And the store owner was kind of talking crap about this kid who showed up out of nowhere and won the whole weekend tournament they have every weekend for Magic the Gathering. And I remember realizing who they were talking about. And I remember the shop owner saying it in a certain way to basically suggest that the kid got lucky. Sometimes the new kid shows up and has a new deck no one's ever seen and gets a little lucky, but it doesn't usually happen again. Well, that kid continued on to win every single tournament they had. He was just so badass. He was really cool. He was really good at Magic. But I tell you this story to say I couldn't mention these guys without telling a story. The other two from that dorm room that we shared the bathroom with, there's 2 people in a dorm, and then all 4 of those people share a bathroom. That's just how it worked. my roommate, we played Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon together, and then those two, they played Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! Together, so we kind of bonded over Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game, but then we all just kind of spread, we played all the games together. But at the time, I was super into collecting random card games, so I probably at the time had a stack of these Dragon Ball Z cards like this, and I was very fond of them, but I never had enough cards to play, and at the time, it was harder for us to find them for whatever reason. The local card stores didn't really sell them, and we weren't able to order them online then. So we never got to learn how to play this Dragon Ball Z game. But we did learn how to play a lot of other random card games. We had like Marvel Versus we'd play together. But I do want to say I've never had enough dealing with these Dragon Ball Z cards to see a foil. And these might be the prettiest foil cards from any card game I have ever seen. It's almost a mirror reflection. Tell me that's not beautiful. I love card game stuff, and we've not done enough of it on YouTube. I can't remember really if on this channel we've done really anything. We've definitely done a little collecting and stuff, but that's definitely something that I'm going to have to get into. I'm going to have to go buy some starter decks for this, and me and Hannah are going to have to learn how to play it. But I did want to give you guys a closer look at these. Absolutely beautiful. So thanks again. And you guys comment below. Let me know if you're into any card games. I know last week we made a video with Dan and Elisa, who are regular contributors to this channel. And Dan's into Magic, and we had some cool conversation in the comments below that video about Magic the Gathering and stuff. But comment below. Got any Dragon Ball Z players in here? I'd love to get some chatting going over on our Discord. Link below this video for that. I'd love to get some chatting going on over there about some other random card games. If we have enough people that are into any of them. That's beautiful. Look at that Vegeta. And these cards are such high quality. It's like very thick cardboard. I'm so pumped right now. All right. Enough about card games. I guess it's time to wrap this video up. Is there anything that you're wildly excited about that you got?
Yes. These Wheaton glass bowls are just so beautiful. I found the popcorn glass bowls one time before, but I never found the big bowl for them.
I remember. I thought they looked familiar. So that's a big popcorn bowl for putting it in, and then this is for serving.
Yeah, you just get your own little mini popcorn bowl.
And you had a stack of these and sold them at your dish booth, right?
Yeah. So I had the same popcorn bowls, but in this color. So then I've never seen the salad ones before, and there's 6 serving bowl or personal bowls, and then 1 big serving bowl.
So they all say salad on them.
Yes.
These all say salad, and these all say popcorn. About how much do you think those are worth?
Oh, that's gonna be tough. The set of 4 bowls I sold for $25 for like all 4 of them.
Wow, just for the little ones.
Yeah, so the big bowl with it, I might be asking around like 50. So especially for the salad, I might swing for like maybe 60 or 70.
Yeah, because that's special.
It is. It's so cool.
That's so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's probably find of the day. I knew as soon as you picked it up.
Yeah.
So like it's gonna be pretty special. All right. Well, you've got one more item, right?
Yeah, 2 more. Let
me do a couple items, and we'll do one of yours. We'll just switch back and forth. I guess I can go ahead and get my resale stuff out of the way, because that stuff for you is resale, right? It's going in your dish booth.
Yeah.
This Lego stuff is going to go in my booth. I've been selling a ton of these, though I've never had any open. So I'm going to be interested to see if I just throw them. We have tables in our toy booth that are full of Legos that people can fill their own cups up with, just like at a Lego store, but it's much more mixed matched. And we've actually been doing really well. I put 20 or so cups in there when I first put the table in, and all but 3 of them are gone. So I'm just going to throw these raw into my, with no packaging or anything, into that table and see if people try to get them. You might assume someone's just going to try to cram all of them in a cup, but to be honest with you, 2 of them is going to fill most of one of the small cups up. So even if they did the big cup, you're only going to be able to fill up our big cup with all of these once, and that's more than they're worth anyway. So it doesn't matter, but hopefully people just pick one out individually for their cups. That'd be really cool. I need to find a way to source more of these just like this. But I was very happy to find that and to not pay much money for it at all. And then just a bag of Legos. exactly for that same purpose. We have a table that I built custom several months ago on an episode just to put in our antique malls and sell Legos just like this. So I've got a sorting method for my Legos. These are all going to go in a giant 5-gallon bucket. Not a giant 5-gallon bucket. A 5-gallon bucket's as big as a 5-gallon bucket. This is going to go in a 5-gallon bucket, and I'll pick out the trash and stuff and sort. I spend like an hour every couple of days just sorting Legos from bags like this that I bring home from the thrift. But there are a couple minifigs in here, which is why I was extra happy to spring for this. I mean, it wasn't much. It cost me $4 exactly. So I brought home some Legos today, and that'll be good because our Legos are actually selling in our antique malls. What else did you get?
I got a pair of vintage Wrangler jeans. That's exciting. They're
Those look brand new.
They look like never worn, but they are super old. They are actually women's cut, which is really hard to find. Usually you find, you know, just regular men's 36 or whatever, which do sell, but the women's ones sell way better and way faster. So very happy to get those.
You said they're vintage, right?
Yes. So
they just look fresh off the press. Yeah, I
very
see.
papery.
Very nice.
They're pretty.
Well, that was a good find too because we've been selling a lot of jeans. Okay, what should I do next? I guess we'll do this Pokemon next. They've covered me with stickers here. Sold to Dallas with 1L. Interesting. I didn't notice that at the store.
Lol.
But this was behind the lockbox. I don't know if I got good footage of it or not. Things kind of got weird at that one. They had 2 Pokemon tins. Both had $15 on them. So they both were $7.50 half off. And this honestly was barely worth that. But the reason I sprung for it was because of the tin. I have a collection of Pokemon tins that I've been saving up for quite some time. But the good stuff, we'll talk about the good cards real quick. There's a few Japanese cards and a Snorlax, and then just some other old sets. There's 5 or 6 cards in here from super old sets. I'm not talking like Jungle and base set, but like series like 6th and 7th Pokemon series. So that's cool. That's just stuff that'll get filed into our collection. But again, I'm more happy about this tin. Check this out. You like that?
Looking good.
Okay, let me talk about another one of my items. You can stay right here because we're going to go over here to the toys. Let's talk about one more thing, and that's these McDonald's Beyblades, which I actually kind of pointed them out at the start of this video. These are all I have, red and yellow. Now, most of my toy collection that you see right here is just stuff that I'm quite specifically nostalgic for from my childhood. So these are pretty modern. These are pretty new. So it doesn't really stand to reason that it fits my collection terribly well. But we are starting to kind of collect some random McDonald's stuff. And just because I love Beyblades so much, I thought it would be cool. And they're so cute. They're not like full-size Beyblades. This is what a Beyblade from my youth looks like. And look at that cheesy little thing. But when I found out there was only 6 of them, and then I thought about how many of them I've actually seen at the thrift like these 2, I thought, well, it'd be pretty easy to complete the set. I don't know if we're about to complete it right now, but we're going to get close. Come check these out. Because there's red and yellow, right? And here's orange. It's a different Beyblade. So we're at 3. And like I said, there's 6 of them. And there's a yellow and a blue in here. I already have that yellow. It's missing its Beyblade anyways. Now, that is a different color. I was a bit concerned at first because I was like, oh, maybe it's not the right color, but I think that's it. I think it matches. And that Beyblade's not the color of any of those others. So we're at 4, and we may not make it all the way today. Where else? There's some more in here. Okay, we've got orange. There's green. So, again, it doesn't match any of the other ones. So we're at 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means there's one. I think there's one more. I hope I didn't get this wrong. I looked it up before we started. There's a bunch of other nonsense out here. It might have just been 5 of them. We'll maybe look it up here again in a second. But here is like a really high-end Beyblade launcher, which I'm pretty happy about. That's cool. Oh, what it is a reverse launcher. So you can stick the ripcord in only one way, but you flip it over one way or the other, I guess, to make it spin in the other direction. And that's probably also just going to go on my collection shelf here. I'll find a way to display that stuff better later. You know what I'm beginning to... Right, but, I mean, that's fine because that's a double. But you know what I'm beginning to think? I'm beginning to think there was only 5 anyways. Here, let's look it up. We'll look it up right now. just to make sure. We'll look at some Google images. So I'm just going to search McDonald's Beyblade and see what comes up. We'll just look at images. And it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I'm missing a dark blue one. I'm actually almost happy about that. I thought it'd be cool if we came home and completed that set today. But that just gives me something else to look for. But you know what's going to happen now while we're out shooting episodes for the next 10 weeks? I'm going to see all these 37 times more. Before we move on and look at another one of your items, let's just tear open the rest of this bag stuff. Just make sure. So most of this is nonsense. Some of this I'll sell in my toy booth. Some of it probably just get donated back. We've been amassing quite a few. That's funny, isn't it? We've been amassing quite a few Bakugan, so there's that. We can go ahead and put this on our shelf here, though. That's very, very fitting. Man, I really thought we had that whole set today. But here's a yo-yo. I don't think I've started putting yo-yos on my wall here, but there's a yo-yo. Some Minecraft stuff. And then I'll tell you what, let's go through your stuff, your other item real quick, and then we'll talk about what's in this last bag.
We have a plain Cinderella bowl from Pyrex. I've actually never seen a plain one. And the Cinderella bowls are highly collectible, and it was $2. So that's all there is about that.
That's it? Well, you guys want to see something real hilarious? I'm feeling very uncomfortable in this shirt. Can you tell why? Have you noticed?
It's backwards.
I'm the backwards man! That was awful. This whole time it was like choking me, and I was like, what's going on? I was walking around half naked before we started filming this.
You would be not surprised how often that happens. I'll be like, your shirt's inside out. That's not how that shirt works.
It's especially my nice collared shirts. Whenever I put those on, I put them on inside out every time. But this is who we are. So here's the other thing I've got that I'm pretty excited about. And she's a double. But these two are not. Come over here and check this out. Your Goofy cups from the previous episode. Check it. I'm pumped about this. Just gotta find the right orientation. I don't know if this was the first, but it's the earliest one of these toy sets I can remember that had this spinny thing, train spinny thing going on. I know they've done other stuff since, but... And I also don't know how many are in that set off the top of my head, but... I'm happy to put those on the shelf, and she's extra though, so she'll probably get donated back with the rest of this stuff. And I think that's all of my bag toy stuff. Did you get anything else?
No.
Okay, that leaves one item. It's a never-ending surprise how many different DS and Game Boy and other handheld bags there are. And I barely spotted this one because honestly, without the Nintendo logo, I think that DS logo is kind of, nondescript really. It's very easy to walk past. So I picked up this DS bag. There's a spot for your DS, your charging cables, and would be super dope if there was something extra. There's no way. I don't think that's ever happened to me. But there's a lot of nice carrying space in this bag. These Nintendo bags are something I collected a ton of whenever we first started this channel. And I used to hang them on the walls, and I just hate hanging things on the walls like that because it never looks good. One of these, and I've kept pretty much the best ones, but it's not something like I'm dying to collect more of now just because I don't have anywhere to put them, and I don't enjoy having stuff just stuck in storage. So I don't know if I'll keep that or stick it in our toy booth. I've got 5 or 6 other loose bags that we brought home both from our cross-country trip as well as just other previous Nintendo bags like this one I found at the thrift stores. So I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with them. I know they sell pretty well when we do put them in our antique malls, but I like that one. That one's a very practical bag, though it almost also looks like a lunch bag. Like, collapse. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So it's not the coolest looking bag. It's not the hippest bag. But that's it. That's everything we got, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's your favorite thing that we brought home today?
I'm gonna go with specifically the salad set. I just really love it, and I've never seen it before. I'm so pumped. It looks so good.
Yeah, I'm that's fine of the day. I'm gonna agree with you there. But my favorite thing that I came home with today, right here in this little box, it says Tendo, and I also noticed while we weren't filming, it says obviously you have great taste. My favorite thing is this Vegeta card.
Oh wow, that's so pretty.
It's such a work of art. Forget the thrift store. That's just, I've never seen a hollow foil card look that good.
I thought it was actually metal.
I did too.
It feels heavy.
It feels very substantial. But that's mine, and I'm going to cherish that. As far as thrift store stuff, though, I don't know. Those Beyblades, I'm pretty happy about that, just for the sake of my Beyblade shelf. I've been bringing home plenty of those lately. And so Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to have to get his own shelf so I can fill out with more Beyblade, because we're just loading that shelf up.
Can we just take a second to look at this T-bone steak cookie cutter?
Is it a cookie cutter, or is that for, like, Play-Doh?
It's probably for Play-Doh, but you could make it a cookie cutter, and how cool would that be?
Weird. That's weird. I always love the extra nonsense that comes in random toy bags from the thrift, because you know what happens is that I'll find some of this stuff laying around later this week, and I'll be like, why did I bring that home?
Like this Batman fidget spinner?
Is that what that is? No. Well, that's getting kept.
That's pretty cool.
You know what? One of these days, I'm going to wish I'd kept all the fidget spinners that we accidentally brought home like this, so that we could have a fidget spinner shelf. That would be dumb, but you know there's a billion of them on Earth now. Is there anything else in there interesting?
It's a bunch of Minecraft stuff.
I guess you guys can comment below if you have any idea what this orange sword is from. Does that look familiar to you at all? It like turns it folds.
not.
It's probably to something very specific, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
All right, well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I will say, we had fun. We've been having fun because, like, let me show you something real quick before we wrap this video up. You see this hallway? It's kind of dark in here. That's the hallway to our bedroom, and it's nothing but Crash Bandicoot, which is my favorite thing ever. And then these bags full of toys. That's only about half of them. That's all restocking stuff for our toy booths. And then there's a couple bags of eBay stuff too. So like we're really far ahead because of all the extra stuff that we brought home from our thrift trip, right?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So like we're not having to work double time for finding stuff for resale right now. I mean, we're definitely buying it when we see it and it's valuable, you know, but it's been kind of fun these last couple weeks getting to actually go to some toy stores and do some of the stuff that we want. So I'm happy to get this collection back on track because it really, wouldn't you agree, was like the genesis of this channel, right?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, just collecting some of this nonsense that we like. And honestly, I will say too, I guess that whenever we started reselling, I'd say about half of our original stock was stuff from our collection, stuff that we were kind of over. So a lot of this is going to be like that. Like I don't really have any intention, famous last words, of collecting like Beanie Baby stuff. But, you know, I'm probably going to collect a shelf full of it here for display for the background of our videos for future content for a little while. And once that final video is made, who's to say I won't just pass it on to someone else who wants it. So I'm happy. I feel a little bit happier making videos than I have in a little while. I don't know how you feel about it, but like I'm having fun.
I am on cloud 9 right now because of that Bratz box. I'm just so excited right now.
I'm excited for you. Like I think when we make a video out of those Bratz dolls, I really feel like I'm gonna actually get to step back and be a videographer and just film you in really creative ways, doing stuff with those Bratz dolls.
Being 10 years old again. Right,
but I get to like feel, because like when I do this, I'm constantly, when we're doing these videos and doing thrifting, I'm constantly thinking about the shot and what I gotta say, what I gotta do. But like you're gonna work on those Bratz dolls and do some cool collection stuff with them, and I'm just gonna be a videographer for once. So I'm very excited for that project.
It's gonna be awesome.
If you guys are excited about it, well, I mean, subscribe to this channel because we've still got some thrifting to do to amass a few more of them before we get to doing it. So you're going to want to watch this channel for that, but that our second channel we've been mentioning, there's a link below every video for it. Definitely go sub. You can help us out because we're like less than 100 away from 1,000.
So close.
Yeah, so like we're going to knock 1,000 out of the park on that channel really quick, and it's gonna be fun. But I just want to say thanks again to all you guys that watch every day, because I'm not that I didn't ever enjoy making these videos, but you get to 1,000 subs, right? And it gets a little stressful, and then all of a sudden we jumped from 1,000 to 8,000 almost in no time at all, and so it got a little real, you know? And then you start making money doing it, and then you start wanting to rely on the money, but then you're afraid it's going to go away because, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but this YouTube thing we're doing doesn't seem tangible.
No.
It doesn't seem like a real thing. It seems like something we've made up in our dreams, so that stresses out a little bit. But now that we're home and we're settled back in and our other reselling ventures are going just fine, like, we're kind of feeling comfortable and want to do extra content, other content, and just spread our wings a little. So I appreciate you guys putting up with us for that. Now, any famous last words before we get out of here?
Subscribe.
Hit the subscribe button. What else?
Bell notification.
Turn the notifications on. What else?
Join our Discord if you want to chitty chat.
Definitely join the Discord if you want to chitty chat. What else?
And if you feel inclined, and if you just want to go check out tendostrash.com and check out some of our merch stuff, see if you like those t-shirts we've been making, because they're really awesome.
Yeah, and we just shipped a bunch of them out, so thanks, guys.
And come back tomorrow because we make videos every single day, and you can hang out with us then, so come back tomorrow. Until then, guys.
That was so great. Peace out.